more concerned with what your soul is going to do while it's here. So in that sense, when we talk about my book, Healing Wounds of the Soul, we all go through stuff. Whether it's waiting on that person to show up so we can be healed, which is the craziest thing I've ever heard, but we all do it. We wait on somebody else to show up to give us permission to be healed. Or we forget that we have the power to heal ourselves. Because we've been taught in a lot of different settings that, so I said this earlier, call on Jesus. Say his name. Yeah, I want you to say his name, but while you saying his name, I want you to do your work. I want you to save your own soul. In the sense of I want you to do the work in this body while it's still here on this side. Yes, yield your body to Christ, and yes, yield your soul, but then make sure that you are doing your work at the same time. So this is what we want to talk about. And in the sense of love book, wherever I got it, Lord Jesus.
Let me help you, honey.
Thank you. I got all kind of stuff like that. Of understanding, and this one, something we read earlier today, is really believing in your dreams while you sleep, in those kind of dreams. Believe in your visions that you have while you're awake.
There, and you said permission. So in me writing my story, this was me giving myself permission to be free. But it is also you giving yourself permission to be free by reading this. It's like, so again, a lot of times we're looking for other people to give us permission to do something, to be something, to go somewhere, all of those things that God has already given us permission for. It's like, so in Can These Bones Live Again? This is my journey, but it's giving people permission to be free. To be free to be who God called them to be. So I'm going to read a little bit from a couple of different, I'm going to read a little bit of the introduction, and then I'm going to read a little bit from chapter 2, which is, God, why do you hate me so much? And we're just going to take it from there. But yeah, this is about getting your healing, being able to be free. Well, after writing this book, I've never felt the way I feel in my life right now. I feel a sense of freedom. And I've been joyful for years, but I feel a sense of freedom that I've never experienced before.
I was waiting for him. Unconsciously, hear that word, unconsciously waiting for him. Did he show up? No. 2 years later, I get a phone call, and it's, hey, this is so-and-so. He's died. So you already knew how to get in contact with me. You just chose not to. So let's talk a little bit about rejection, abandonment, being left, and being left but not alone. Because a lot of us are being left, rejected, and abandoned, but we're not alone. And sometimes, because others don't share our stories, we feel rejected and abandoned, but surrounded. So then, is it possible to be surrounded in love, but still feel rejected? Yeah, very much so. And so that's part of my journey. And in that sense, I'm going to do a little reading, and then I'm going to let you go. So this part is from the Soul Wounds book called What I Long For.
Preachers. But what are you going to do with your suffering? Is a question that you need to ask yourself. Because once I learned that my suffering was not about me, Rick Warren's book, Purpose Driven Life, on the first page says it's not about you. Ain't nothing in this journey about you. But we take it personally. God, when is this going to get easier? God, help me. What we going to do if he's not going to take that from us? We pray for healing when we're sick. What if this is supposed to be a part of your journey? What if your pain? What if it's your limp? What if it's your limp? My leg was almost detached at one point, and I limped, and I walked for almost a decade. What if that limp, that thorn in your side, is not going to be removed? What you going to do with it? What if this is going to be your whole life journey? What you going to do with it? So when I learned that my journey wasn't a punishment, that it wasn't about me,